This ain't fiction, this ain't theory, this is documented fact. A people robbed of everything and still they won't look back. Where agreements were signed with hopes of resolving long-standing conflict. But what was promised on paper did not always match reality on the ground. Al acts of provocation, Sharon walked the mount with guards and lit the Second Intifada, dealt the bloodiest cards. 5 years of war, suicide bombs and military raids, F-16s on neighborhoods and targeted brigades. 3,000 Palestinians and 1,000 Israelis died. The ratio of suffering was never equal on both sides. Then came the wall, the separation barrier, they say, built not on the 67 line, but eating land away. The International Court in 2004 declared it must come down. Israel kept building while the world just wore a frown. 85% of the wall cuts into Palestinian land, annexing settlements and water sources firsthand. Bethlehem surrounded, Calkilia nearly sealed, ancient agricultural routes and family ties concealed. The wall became a canvas for the world's graffiti art, but paintings don't bring justice to a people torn apart. They said never again, but the wounds still remain. Different names, same tears, different years, same pain. Olive trees still grow where the ashes were laid. Never again is a promise, not a phrase in vain. Lines were drawn, not just on maps, but in daily life. Movement, access, and freedom became restricted realities. 2005 disengagement, Sharon pulled the troops, but Gaza's border sealed up tight, while Bibi and his groups controlled the coastline, airspace, crossings, everything that moved. We put them on a diet. Dove waste glass approved. 2006, Hamas won the democratic vote. The West rejected ballots and then tightened up the throat. Blockade descended, concrete, steel, and rebar stopped at ports. Medicines and food restricted, documented in reports. 2008, Operation Cast Lead rained down hell. 400 Palestinians and 13 Israelis fell. White phosphorus on civilians, UN schools hit from above. The Goldstone report confirmed it. Where's the justice and the love? 2012, 2014, the bombs kept coming back. Each time the death toll rising from each Israeli attack. 200 in 2014, alone were killed. 500 children's bodies, and the world was never filled. They said never again, but the wounds still remain. Different names, same tears, different years, same pain. Olive trees still grow where the ashes were laid. Never began is a promise, not a phrase in vain. What began as occupation evolved into long-term structural control. Settlements expanded and boundaries shifted over time. While Gaza burned, the West Bank bled a different kind of wound. 700,000 settlers now in Palestinian towns consumed. They come with military escort, state subsidies, and guns, armed by the IDF, while Palestinian fathers shield their sons. Settlers poison water wells and burn the olive trees. Attack Palestinian farmers, do whatever that they please, protected under military law while Arabs have none. Two legal systems on the same land under the same sun. Apartheid, that's the word the amnesty and human rights have used. That's what Beat Selim calls it. These are facts not to be refused. Sheikh Jarrah families get evicted, settlers move right in. Silwan, Hebron, lift up the erasure wearing thin. Price tag attacks from settler youth on mosques and village roads. Graffiti reading Arabs out, the hate that hatred codes. The ICC is open cases, warrants have been sought, but powerful nations shield the state from being brought to court. They said never again, but the wounds still remain. Different names, same tears, different years, same pain. Olive trees still grow where the ashes were laid. Never again is a promise, not a phrase in vain. Not just words we say, never again, while children fade away. Never again, if it means today, then never again has to start this way. Never again. Not just words we say. Never again. While children fade away. Never again. If it means today, then never again has to start this way.